Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are here today to talk about something interesting that not a lot of people know about. If you haven't already watched my video on this little truck, you should. This is a 2002 Tacoma. It's a little two-owner truck out of Augusta, Georgia that I bought that has 22,000 original miles, and it is a legit time capsule. This truck is absolutely amazing. But the most important thing is this is a Southeast Toyota truck. So if you bought a new Toyota from any of the southern 5 states, which we're going to call Florida, Georgia, Alabama, North and South Carolina, any Toyota dealer in those states purchases their vehicles from a middleman distributor called Southeast Toyota, or SET. It's a Jim Moran company. Jim Moran, most people in the Toyota world have heard that name before. Jim Moran was one of the very influential people in bringing Lexus to America, and a huge Toyota dealer, and a very influential person in the Toyota world. And SET is a Jim Moran company. Now, with Southeast Toyota, you could install, as the dealer, we could install all sorts of different options at the port. So I worked at a Toyota dealership in Alabama in 2003 and 2004. And what we would do when we get our allocations for vehicles is we would go through and install a bunch of port options. So you'd have your regular Moroni sticker. This truck in particular stickered for $13,110, if you can believe that or not. And then right next to the factory sticker, there was an addendum sticker that had the port installed options and then your final MSRP. Now, one of the main things that we used to add on almost every vehicle, especially the less expensive ones, was a package called the ToyoGuard Protection Group. Now, what this did was a couple of things. It was a $619 option. It added VIN etching on the glass, which was supposed to be a theft deterrent thing. I don't think it ever stopped anybody from stealing a car. It's kind of hard to see, but the VIN number is etched right there. And then again, over here on this side, you can see right there. It also gave you interior fabric protection. So they would apply kind of like a Scotch Guard type product to the interior, to the seats, to the carpets, to help protect the upholstery from stains, kind of waterproof them a little bit type thing. It was pretty much just Scotch Guard type product. But the main thing that they did too is they applied factory undercoating for rust prevention and sound deadening. Now this truck has ToyoGuard, and this is how you can tell. You can see that this is a completely rust-free truck. I mean, this truck is like, you could eat dinner off the bottom of it. It is immaculate. But you can tell that it's been undercoated. If you look closely, you can kind of see some of the ripples and things like that here. But you can tell that it just hasn't been sprayed like crazy. Now, you can see the line right here where the undercoating goes. And then underneath here, you can see on the bottom of the truck body itself where it's black, that's where the undercoating's been applied. You can even see a little bit of overspray here on the back of the output shaft of the transmission there. But you can also see that like the rest of the truck is not covered in undercoat. This isn't like they covered up rust. This was applied when the truck was brand new at the port. So if you're ever looking at a little truck like this and you're going, well, wait a second, that looks like it's been undercoated. Don't freak out. This isn't a situation where it's like, oh my gosh, this isn't part of like the frame rust issue or anything like that. This was done at the port when this truck was brand new, and it even shows on the window sticker. You can still see very clearly like the markings on the frame right here. Up on the front, you can still see the original VIN tag there, but you can also see the undercoat stuff there. So the main reason that we used to do this is because on a truck like this, again, MSRP on this truck was $13,110. ToyoGuard added $619 to the sticker price. Now, on a truck like this, there was probably in the neighborhood of $1,000, probably closer to $800 in actual dealer profit in between MSRP and the invoice price. So I guess in layman's terms, that these trucks weren't money makers. There's very little profit in these little trucks from the dealers. So on the less expensive trucks, the little Tacomas, we used to do it on Camrys, Corollas, Echos, RAV4s, all the lesser expensive cars, we would always add ToyoGuard, because it was $619, but it cost us about half of that. So it added about another $300 of profit in between MSRP and the sticker price of the truck. So if you ever buy a truck that is from one of those southern 5 states and it looks like it's been undercoated, but everything else is clean as can be. Now, again, this is not just like carte blanche, like anything that's been undercoated is an SET truck. That is not even close to what I'm saying. This truck is very obvious when you look at it. You can see that everything else on the truck is completely rust-free. And you can see very clearly where the undercoating was applied and how it was applied. And you can see that the undercoating is not covering anything up. This undercoating was applied when the truck was brand new. So again, this has nothing to do with the frame recall. This has nothing to do with Toyota dealers trying to undercoat trucks in lieu of replacing frames. Nothing at all like that. This was a port installed option that was part of the ToyoGuard protection package. But that's the main reason why you'll see it, and it's common on especially lesser expensive vehicles. So there you go. Learn something new every day. But this is a very, very beautiful little truck. It is all original, but it has the factory undercoating on the frame. But now you understand why. And that's a little, that's today's lesson on Southeast Toyota. Hope you enjoyed this video.